What's up, beast people? Titos here, and welcome to another Pokemon Premier League week match. This week is week number 7, and this week we're gonna go against Ellie, which is gonna be the Teddington Teddiursas, and make sure to check out her channel. She makes really cool Pokemon videos. She makes some covers. She makes about everything, I think. Covers, gameplay, that's amazing. So yeah, make sure to check it out. Follow her on Twitter. Her her at is Mespion, you can see on the screen. And this is gonna be week 7 against Teddington Teddiursas. This is gonna be a really tough match for our team because he has a disgusting defensive core, which is gonna be Heatran, Milotic, and Venusaur, Mega Venusaur, and that's disgusting. That is disgusting. And I team built for her team, and I had quite some trouble. Oh my god, I really had some trouble to plan for this team. But I have a team. I hope we do well. I hope we can do it. And yeah, so let's go into the team breakdown. I'm going to explain you guys what I'm going to bring into this battle, and then I'll make the post commentary because the battle already happened, but no spoilers till the end, so you'll have to find out who won. But yeah, so let's go into the team breakdown. And as the first Pokemon, I have Victini, as you guys can see, and Victini, it's going to be a really important Pokemon for this match because Victini is going to be holding safety goggles because Mega Venusaur is known for Sleep Powder, and she actually already used Sleep Powder a couple of times, I think. Not sure, but she already used it, and safety goggles is going to help us making Victini a switch in to the Venusaur because Venusaur can't really touch Victini, and Sleep Powder, if that would work against Victini, then I'm basically fucked. I'm gonna say it. I'm basically fucked if that works. So, and I really need Victini to stay alive and awake. So safety goggles is gonna be the item for Victini on this week. Victini is gonna be a switch into Venusaur, and it's gonna have Psychic, which does more than Searing Shot, apparently. Because Thick Fat on Mega Venusaur is a thing, so Searing Shot wouldn't do as much, but Psychic can do up to 75%, and that is really good damage. So Victini is gonna be the man for this match. He's gonna have to take care of that Venusaur, and he has moves to cover the whole rest of the team, which is gonna be Energy Ball for Milotic, Searing Shot for stuff like Heracross, Glaciate for Salamence. Basically, Victini can take care of most of the Pokemons on her team. And yeah, probably Heatran is the only thing that can stop Victini, but we'll have enough stuff for Heatran. So, this is gonna be the Victini. It's gonna be really important for this match. Modest to take as much damage as we can. And yeah, that's gonna be the Victini for this week's match. So, after Victini, of course, we know what is the thing that can stop Victini? Heatran. What do we do to stop Heatran? Blastoise. Blastoise is gonna be the man. He's gonna be back again on this match. Back again once again. And he's gonna be back 360 no scope. It's gonna be a quite crazy set for the Blastoise because I thought running defensive Blastoise was not gonna help me. I need the Blastoise to be able to hit back, and I thought, let me do this Blastoise still bulky because he can take hits from her team and can still hit back hard as hell. And what did I do? A mixed Blastoise, which is the most crazy thing, because I did a mixed Blastoise. As you guys can see, has 200 on attack and 60 EVs on special attack. Now, why is he more physical? Because EQ. I need EQ to hit back the Heatran, because Scald is not enough as a 2-hit KO, and she would probably not stay, of course, and Waterfall is not enough either. So I thought, if I can run EQ and just by surprise land the EQ, that would be amazing. So I could kill that Heatran, Oko, and there's that. That's why reason for Physical Blastoise, and Physical Blastoise is good too. He basically has the same base attack and special attack. I mean, difference of 2 points, but does that really matter? I mean, it might, but not really in this case. So Mixed Blastoise is good too, and Ice Beam on the special, because Ice Punch wasn't enough to kill the Salamence, so I thought I really need to run Ice Beam on special side so I can kill the Salamence. So yeah, that's basically the Blastoise. Waterfall because stab, and Rapid Spin because to get rid of hazards and everything. And yeah, it's gonna be Torrent because Rain Dash is not really useful, there's not gonna be rain. And Brave Nature because I needed him to be bulky and hit hard on both sides. So yeah, and speed didn't really matter because he was not gonna outspeed already some stuff. So what was the problem of being brave? Because I would not outspeed either way. So brave, because why not? Now, for the third Pokemon, we're gonna have Raichu over here. Because we need something to take on the Milotic, and I thought Raichu is the man. Now Raichu has gonna be a Life Orb, so you can do as much damage as possible. And it's gonna be Timid, so you can outspeed and do as much damage as you can. Static, and he's gonna have Thunderbolt for the Milotic. Surf, in case Heatran or anything, in case that would happen. HP Ice because of Salamence, and Grass Knot, because Grass Knot can still do a good chunk of damage to the Milotic too. So that would depend on either Milotic being physically defensive or especially defensive. But yeah, just because why not? I didn't really have any other move to run on it, so I decided let's go with all these crazy moves. And Raichu is just there to do as much damage as possible and to take on the Milotic kinda. So I hope he can do good. Now for the next Pokemon, it's gonna be Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr is gonna be back and for the second match. This is actually his second match. And it's gonna be an Assault Vest Guts Adamant. It's not really something impressive, it's the same as always, Conkeldurr. He has a little bit of a different EV spread. He has max attack 160 HP, 8 on defense, and 44 on special defense and speed. Now this is so he can outspeed the Granbull, because Granbull is bulky. Granbull is quite bulky and can hit hard. So I thought, I need something in case Granbull is a thing. Of course, I'm not planning on staying on Granbull, but endgame situations are a thing, and if by the end of the match Granbull is around, Granbull is gonna wreck my team, probably. And that's not good, so I thought, let me run Poison Jab and run enough EV so I can outspeed the Granbull. So that's gonna be 44 EVs on speed so I can outspeed him, and Poison Jab so I can do as much damage as I can super effectively. Then he has EQ for Heatran, Drain Punch because stab and recovery, Thunder Punch because it can hit both Milotic and Salamence still for super effective damage. Because Ice Punch can hit Salamence but can't hit Milotic, so that's not really good payoff, so Thunder Punch is the better option in this case. So yeah, that's gonna be the Conkeldurr for this match, and I hope he can do well. So next Pokemon is gonna be Tornadus. It's gonna be a Choice Specs Regenerator Modest. It's gonna be a full special attacker, like no chills at all. Modest Choice Specs, because I want as much power as I can on this thing, because it's already fast as hell, 121 base speed, that's crazy. And it's gonna outspeed already everything, so I just gave him more power. And it's gonna be Hurricane, which I don't really like. I don't like low accuracy moves, but this time I'm gonna run Hurricane because of Venusaur, Heracross, and it can do a butt ton of damage to stuff even like Milotic. And that's a good move, it stabs, so I just thought, well, let's try it, why not? So I hope I don't miss a whole lot. And then we have Sludge Wave in case again of Granbull, Heat Wave because Fire type and can hit other things, and U-turn because it's Choice Specs of course, and I might need momentum, so why not use a U-turn? So yeah, U-turn is gonna be handy as always for a choiced pokes, and yeah, that's gonna be the Tornadus for this match, just to deal damage overall. Now, as last Pokemon we're gonna have Togetic. Togetic is not really offensive at all. He doesn't have even Dazzling Gleam this time. He only has utility moves, which is gonna be Soft Boiled for recovery, and Wish. Then we have Yawn to force switches, and Protect to scout, or even to wait for the Wish, or for anything else that could happen. So this is just a utility Togetic to be able to phase out any Pokemons that she might have, might have on the field or anything, and to just wish back any help for any of the other mons or anything crazy and useful like that. So that's gonna be the team for this week. I hope I can do well with this team. This team I mean, I put thought on it, of course. I try my best, and you guys might see this and think, you are freaking crazy, that's not gonna work. Well, I do the best I can, so let's see if this actually worked or not. And let's go into the battle. I'm opening the video for me, so I might need to take a second talking or anything. So yeah, that's a thing. Now, let's go into the actual battle. I'm gonna press play. So, as we start off the battle, you guys can see here at the start that she brought Milotic, Heatran, and Venusaur, of course. The core, defensive core, which is disgusting. And of course she brought a Salamence, Heracross, and Eelektross. So, it wasn't the worst. Gramble wasn't there, so that kind of made my poison moves being a little bit useless and everything I put into Conkeldurr. But my team was still well thought for all these Pokemons that she brought, at least 5 of them. Not really counting Eelektross, I didn't really think about Eelektross, but I knew Eelektross I could take on it just by damage, because Eelektross is not really a bulky Pokemon, so I should be able to take on him. So yeah, now she brought all those 6 Pokemons, and as we start the battle, I thought of leading off with my Victini, but in the end I wasn't really sure, so I thought, let me go with something safer that I can maybe sack off just in case, and I went with Broly because it was the safest option. And she started off with Eelektross and went for the knockoff, which I wasn't really expecting, but I just went for the Drain Punch either way because I knew that would do a butt ton of damage, and it did, and I recovered my HP, so everything was kind of good. I just didn't have my Assault Vest, which was kind of bad, but I couldn't do anything about that by this point, so I wasn't worried about it anymore. Now, of course, here I kind of thought she would go for the Volt Switch, but I wasn't real, so I didn't go for another move. I thought of going for the EQ, but I wasn't real. So she switched and went into the Venusaur. Of course, Venusaur is gonna take that like nothing, and it's gonna Mega Evolve. But here, of course, I had to switch, and there's only one switch in ready for this Venusaur, which is my Victini with the safety goggles. And I thought, if she's probably gonna go for the Sleep Powder, because there's no reason for why not doing it if she has that move. Now I thought, let's go into Victini, and it worked! She went for Sleep Powder, and I predicted that, so Sleep Powder didn't do anything. And here, of course, I forced the switch. I just went for the Psychic, I think, because Psychic would do damage to any of her mons, so Psychic would be good enough. And I went for Psychic as she switches into Salamence, and that did good. So then I thought, I can actually maybe Speed Tie. If she's Scarfed, then she outspeeds, but if not, it's a Speed Tie. So I thought, let me just go for the Glaciate, and actually, as I thought, because I betted that this was gonna be a defensive Salamence, it was, so it wasn't as fast, and I was able to outspeed and hit the Glaciate, and I wasn't worried about Stone Edge. I was worried more about the crit, because I knew I could live a hit, but with a crit I would die. And that was actually impressive. She had the berry for holding off the Glaciate, because otherwise it would kill. But either way, I still was able to kill the Salamence, and here, I don't know if the Heracross was Scarfed, but I was scared of that, and I switched out, and didn't go for a Searing Shot, because probably Searing Shot could have killed this thing right here, right now, but I didn't do it. I was scared of it being Scarfed, and I had to switch out. And I switched into my Togetic, because Togetic can take any fighting move, but she actually went for the knockoff, and that was not good, because I didn't have the Violite anymore. But here, even without the Violite, oh my god, Togetic took the superpower like nothing. That was amazing. So here I just went for the Yawn to force the switch, or if she didn't switch, then it would be asleep, so that would be good for me. And then the wish came true, and I just thought I need to be able to recover Victini, and I didn't know what to do. And here, there was the Venusaur, and I thought, this might be the moment. I go for a wish, and then I might switch into Victini, because she might go for Sleep Powder. And then I thought, wait, no, but she can go for a Sludge Wave and kill my Victini as I switch in, so why would I switch into Victini? But then I went back on my thought and I'm like, no, she's gonna go for sleep powder. And basically I switched and let my Victini die. So that was really stupid there. I should have not let that happen. I should have stayed or switched into something else, even though it would not been good because knockoff is a thing. But yeah, Victini dying there was really bad for me. So right here, I was kinda lost on the match, and I didn't really know what to do, so basically here, I go for Tornadus, it shoots into my Lodic, I go for the U-turn because momentum, and I decided let's go for Raichu. And here, I completely forgot about this move because this was a thing, and I forgot about it, which was Mirror Coat. Because I go for the Thunderbolt, it does a butt ton of damage, really good, but Mirror Coat is a thing. And my Raichu died. And here is when things start going down. I really started losing my sense, like my logic was out. I wasn't able to think of anything. I was stuck. I didn't think of any moves. I wasn't expecting the Mirror Coat, legit. I was lost. After Victini dying, I was lost. And that was really bad from my part. I should have tried to maintain focus. But I was nervous, I was lost, so... And here, of course, she goes into Heatran, and I can do anything to Heatran, so I thought that's enough, I'm gonna switch out, and I'm gonna switch into Blastoise, of course. And no, I actually switched into Broly because of Lava Plume, because I wanted to get the guts, but I didn't, and the problem is, I didn't have the Assault Vest anymore, so that Lava Plume did way more than it should, and I'm not gonna be able to live another hit. So basically Conk here was dead. Conk was dead. There was no way Conk would be able to put up a fight, and that was enough for him. So yeah, Conk was down. If I had the Assault Vest, I could have lived even the Flash Cannon after, and I should have hit with a Drain Punch or even an EQ. So here I just go for my Blastoise, of course, and of course she didn't stay and switched into my Lodic. And I actually did just go for the EQ, because why not? EQ would hit anything, and it would do more damage to my Lodic. And here you can see that with another EQ, I could actually kill the Milotic, but my Lodic of course outspeeds and recovers, and that just screws me up even more. So basically here, it's just my Lodic recovering and me trying to hit, because I don't really have anything else to switch into the Milotic. So... here's just me with Blastoise, and legit, I should have tried to bring Blastoise out earlier on the battle, because letting Blastoise stay without coming out to help out the team, to take hits, until so late on the battle, that was bad from my part too. So basically, on this battle, I did really bad. Like, I team built good for it, but I played bad. Like, it was just bad. After my Victini died, it was a really bad match. So yeah, I'm really disappointed on this match. Like, I battled really badly. And here is just basically me trying to take out this Milotic, but I'm not able to because Milotic is bulky and I don't have offensive power by this point. So basically, I just here with Togetic, I go to Yawn to try to make it asleep, so I could come back with another Mon and maybe do damage, but I knew that would not probably be enough. The only thing that could really do damage to this thing was probably Tornadus by this point, with Hurricane, and that's about it. There's not really anything else I could do. So I go into Tornadus, and here, she actually goes for the Whirlpool, which is really good because it gets me stuck and does damage each turn, and that is gonna screw up my Toki over time. And I actually try, because actually she stayed, so she's going to be asleep now, and I try and go for a Hurricane, and here I miss like 3 Hurricanes in a row while she's asleep. And I mean, I don't take it because by this point it didn't really matter. I would probably kill the Milotic and that's it. That would be it. And yeah, that would not really matter at all. But it's still quite annoying, even though I am seeing it now and it's actually funny. But But yeah, it's still quite annoying to miss sometimes, and yeah, it happened. I mean, can't help it. It's hacks. It's not her fault, and it's just game stuff. And it didn't really matter, to be honest. I would just get the kill in my Lodic, and she would probably kill my Tornadus with something else. I could eventually, maybe, after killing the Milotic, kill the Heracross and the Venusaur still. But Heatran was a thing, so I'm not really sure. Wait, actually thinking about it, if I would have lived with my Tornadus, Hurricane could have potentially killed the rest of the Pokes. But still, she probably would have something to take out my Tornadus, so I'm not really sure. But it's whatever, it happens, it's hacks. Not really gonna count on it too much, like, most people look really into hacks and stuff. I'm not that type of person, I don't care, I mean, it happens. What can you do? It happened. It was the game. And basically I miss all that, and of course Tornadus dies to the Whirlpool and everything, and here is basically the same. It's just me with Togetic, and I can't really do anything with Togetic, so basically being on the Whirlpool, that makes me unable to attack or anything, so she just goes ahead and goes into Electros, so she can Volt Switch and kill my Togetic as fast as possible with one hit, because Volt Switch is gonna kill me off here, and yeah. That's Togetic, and last Pokemon is gonna be Blastoise. And Blastoise, of course, I think she goes into Heracross now? Yeah, MVP Heracross, yeah, and I think she tries to get the kill with Heracross, but of course, as impressive as a moment of being impressive here, Blastoise with not even defensive investment and can take the close combat. That is amazing. That is amazing. Nice and taking the close combat. And here I go for the Ice Beam, actually, because why not? And yeah, I actually got the Freeze Axe. So that was the thing. That happened right by the end, and I'm like, that's not gonna matter anything. And of course she just goes and switches to, like, prevent the death of Heracross, because, of course, scores on the league are important, so that was really well made for her, like, she maintained the 5-0. And yeah, I just went for the Waterfall, because why not? And here it's a Venusaur against Blastoise. This is not even, so as you guys can already see, Venusaur is just gonna kill my Blastoise. Blastoise is gonna die to the Giga Drain, and that's gonna be the match. So yeah, it was a 5-0, as you guys can see. Not really the best. I mean, I played poorly. That was legit my fault. Like, I played really badly. After my Victini died, and then Raichu dying to the Murcoat, I was confused and lost. I probably could have done better. And maybe, now that I'm looking, she didn't have the Salamence, and yeah, without the Salamence, she had the Electros that was weakened, below half HP. She had the Heracross, she had the Venusaur with a little bit less of HP, and the Milotic. And Heatran. So basically, with Hurricane, I could have killed the Milotic if I didn't miss. This is just me thinking now. I could have killed the Milotic, and then I could one-shot the Venusaur. I knew that much. I could one-shot the Heracross, and I could kill the Electros. By the point he was, I could have killed. Now the only thing that would have lived was the Heatran, and I still had Blastoise alive. So that means Blastoise against Heatran, I would have won. So basically, those misses might have mattered, but I don't take that into account. I mean, come on now, it's hacks, it happens. But I played really badly either way. Like, it was a well-deserved win, and she did well. Like, she preserved the 5-0, so that's really gonna help her out on the league. And she's doing really well on the league, to be honest. She's doing really well. No, don't compare with me. Like, she's a good player. I am booty. I don't know. I'm really bad, but yeah. That's gonna be the match, and congrats to Ali for winning, and yeah, that's about it. So I hope I can take a win next week, even though I'm going against the worst, like one of the most scary teams of the league, which is gonna be Borussia Doublades, which has stuff like another Lando. There's another Lando with the other form. There's the Kieran Black, Mega Mawile. That team is disgusting. It's disgusting. So I hope I'm gonna be able to do a better team for next week. and we have a really good match. So, and hopefully take the win? I don't know, that could always happen. So yeah, this is the match for this week. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to check her out, follow her on Twitter. She's really nice, she's a really good person, and make sure to do all that. And I will catch you guys on the next video. So stay beast, see ya!